While I was gone, something happened. It was a Republican convention. And during that convention, Donald Trump talked. And did he ever? And look, there was a lot said at the convention. If you were new to Donald Trump, you may think he was a civil rights activist the way some black folks talked about Donald Trump. Yeah, Tim Scott, senator from Southwest Carolina, he got out there, he talked about Trump like Trump was the next coming to MLK. Hey, and then Herschel Walker got out there and he was, wow, I didn't know that, wow, I would have thought that Trump, like Trump bore his child or something. I don't know what happened, but there was a lot of praising of Trump. It was over the top praising of Trump. And there was also Trump over the top himself.
But in this country, we don't look to career politicians for salvation. In America, we don't turn to government to restore our souls. We put our faith in Almighty God.
Boy playing the Almighty God card pretty hard. He's from the top ropes with that Almighty God card. And here's the thing about that. That is his wheelhouse. That's Trump. That is what the conservatives use all the time, and it works to great effect. And did you see the crowd eating it up? They loved it. See, it's not about what I think about what Trump does. It's not about what you think about what Trump does, unless you're a Trump supporter or a Trump voter, which are two different things. But it doesn't matter what we personally believe. It matters what his base believes. What do people won't get it through their heads? See, this is the reason why the cable news folks on the middle, the centrist, all these media types on cable media from CNN to MSNBC to CBS to ABC, when they talk about Trump and they just disregard him, they forget that Trump doesn't need them. He's not campaigning for you. He's campaigning to rile up his base. It's all about his base, and he's playing to his base there. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot of stuff that Trump said was just total, unfabricated, unmitigated horse puckets or briquettes. Okay? So that's, keep it 100. I'm not saying it was good. I'm not saying it was honest or real or accurate. I'm just saying it works. It works for him because they don't care. Close enough to right. Well, now, one of the problems with Trump is he did get some things right. And this is not a problem for Trump, but it's a problem for Democrats because there's some things he said that land in such a way. I think we'll come back to it later. I think actually the Democrats are starting to realize that Trump may be a problem. That Trump is not going to go quietly. That for Biden to win this thing, he have to pitch a no-hitter. And I'm not so sure that Joe Biden's got a no-hitter in him. Because today when he gave a speech in Pennsylvania, he showed that Joe Biden is still Joe Biden, no matter how many points he may eke out or be up.
But look, if Donald Trump wants to ask the question, who will keep you safer as president? Let's answer that question. First, some simple facts. When I was vice president, violent crime fell 15% in this country. We did it without chaos and disorder. And yes, we did it with Democratic mayors in most of the major cities in this country. The murder rate now is up 26% across the nation this year under Donald Trump. Do you really feel safer under Donald Trump? COVID has taken this year, just since the outbreak, has taken more than 100 years. Look, here's the lives. When you think about it.
He can't just take the ball and just lay it. He lay it in the back. Like, dude, the basket's right there, man. Just drop the ball. You 10 feet tall. The basket's 8 feet. Just do this. You can't do that. It's tic-tac-toe, man. You got X up in the diagonal. You got X at the bottom. Just put an X in the middle of the circle. Come on, man. Want to write X on the outside. I don't know. It's like he can't get out of his own way. I wonder if he wants to win. That's all I'm saying. I'm not so sure Joe Biden wants to win. And yes, you heard correctly. Joe Biden is playing the law and order president. Trump and Joe Biden are fighting over who's going to lock up more blacks. Yeah, who's going to be tougher on the blacks. That's what they're doing. Tell me I'm wrong. They're both fighting for who's going to be the law and order president. I think we already know that would be Joe Biden. They're making sure that a lot of people don't know that, but Joe Biden's been he's been a law and order guy. He's the guy with the 3 strikes. That's the guy. Oh man. See, this is what it's not that I believe that Joe Biden would be a worse president than Trump. It's that I know he wouldn't be better. Like, he'd be different, but he wouldn't be better. Get my point? Get my distinction here? All right. But some people are starting to warm up to the idea that maybe Tim Black and some of the other folks who've been saying that Trump is going to be hard to beat is not a total loser or not totally wrong. Like, I do say that with some evidence to back it up. And some other commentators are starting to come around to it, even some of those on cable news.
Apprentice producers who put this thing together. It was a smoothly produced thing. The content wasn't thrilling, but the messaging was very specific. If you voted for Donald Trump last time and you're feeling a little icky about it because of the racism and because of the, saying neo-Nazis had good people among them and all that, don't worry about it. Look at these 4 black guys. They like him. Look at these women. They think he's nice. Like, it was literally just a permission slip saying you can do this again. And I guess that's the question, right? Whether or not people will take the permission slip. White voters who voted for him last time who are weirded out now.
Yeah, it was very effective. I saw that one gentleman, I think he was the Attorney General. I'm sorry, I can't remember his name, African-American gentleman, and he was pushing back on Joe Biden saying, if you vote for Trump, you ain't black. And I don't think that is a good thing for Joe Biden to have said. He said, I have my own mind. Now, I don't get what's that reasoning, but I don't get, people do have their own minds. I have never been a fan of conformity. I have never been a fan of we all wear pink on Wednesday. We all have to do this. We all have to say this. We all have to do this then. I don't bend the knee. And I get that people are pushing back on that kind of stuff. So, look, like I was just saying, I feel very nervous. Yeah. The same way I did 4 years ago at this time.
There goes Bill Maher saying he doesn't bend the knee, but he does bend the truth, Johnson. Yeah, he bends the truth all the way around. 60 degrees bending of the truth is what he does. Like, I don't really remember Bill Maher being so adamant that Trump could beat Hillary Clinton. I don't remember that. I remember him, going after Bernie supporters on his show and blaming us for the lack of enthusiasm for Hillary Clinton. I remember that. And I remember you shaming us because you guys chose Hillary Clinton. I remember you basically backing every establishment notion or whim. That's what I recall. And that's for Joy Reid. I don't know if Joy Reid, I remember the statement that Donald Trump made about Charlottesville or Charleston. Yeah, I remember that statement about good people on both sides, but you know what? There's been so much shit that's happened since then. Nobody else really remembers it. No one else is really paying attention to it. That's not going to do it. See, here's the thing. They stay in their bubble and they just keep regurgitating. We need to be talking about what's going on now. What's happening right now is what's going to make the decision. Hey, man, most people already made their mind up about Trump. The big decider at this point is going to be based on who gets their people enthusiastic to come out to vote. And nobody's going to be diffused or unenthused based on crap that was said 3 years ago at the Charleston. No, that's not going to do it. But they believe it will. They believe that's enough. So meanwhile, Joe Biden doesn't offer really any policies that would make people want to jump up. I mean, what's this equivalent to Trump's wall? Him uniting souls? Now, I don't know about you, but, that's not exciting. I don't need souls united. I need my ends to meet. He's not talking about stimulus checks. He's talking about checking with one another and checking in with one another. No, checks. Checks they cash. We're going through a pandemic. So, And I think Donald Trump is poised to take advantage of all of this. And once again, I don't want him to take advantage of it. I don't support him. I'm not voting for Trump, and I'm not voting for Biden. I'm just here telling you the truth. That's all I'm doing. You know what else I think? I think Donald Trump is poised to take advantage of Joe Biden in ways that are unthinkable and highly embarrassing.
Joe Biden is not a savior of America's soul. He is the destroyer of America's jobs. And if given the chance, he will be the destroyer of American greatness. For 47 years, Joe Biden took the donations of blue-collar workers, gave them hugs and even kisses. And told them he felt their pain. And then he flew back to Washington and voted to ship our jobs to China and many other distant lands. Joe Biden spent his entire career outsourcing their dreams and the dreams of American workers, offshoring their jobs, opening their borders, and sending their sons and daughters to fight in endless foreign wars, wars that never ended.
Come on now. Sending them to fight in endless wars, wars that never ended. That's kind of what an endless war is, a war that doesn't end. But besides being incoherent and inarticulate and stupid, he's not wrong, Johnson. It's not wrong at all. You know, he's right. Joe Biden makes a lot of mistakes. He's been on the wrong side of a lot. And it's also in that clip, that small clip, that short clip, it shows that Donald Trump can split Joe Biden open at will. And I think he will. And that's not like, once again, that's not me wanting them to. But I'm just saying, can you picture Joe Biden going back and forth with Donald Trump? Come on, man. It'll be like abuse, elder abuse. And they're about the same age. So that's what I see. I don't know what you see, guys. That's what I see. Now, the only chance that Joe Biden has, and believe me, I don't want a neo-liberal or neo-fascist in there. Neither one, okay? I voted for Bernie Sanders. Okay, enough said. I'm checking out Howie. Think I'm going with Howie Hawkins and Angela. Not Angela Rye. What's the last name? Walker. Angela Walker. Angela Rye, that's what I think I'm going with. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go up there and do that. Either that or write in Tim Black. I don't know. But the point is, the only chance that Joe Biden really has, and forget what you hear the people say who want to be on MSC and the people on MSNBC say who want to stay on MSNBC say, the same people. Remember this. Only way Trump loses if Trump makes Trump lose. Yeah, like Trump can make Trump lose. Because he's always got to thread the needle between being as offensive as possible to as many people as possible, thus exciting his base while not making people who would normally not vote come out and vote against him. See, that's like threading the needle. It's real easy to lose the thread when you got to thread the needle. So so once again, he has to piss off as many of Biden people, but not piss them off so much that they come out and vote. The people that don't vote. That's the biggest voting block, is the people who don't vote. So he can't get them riled up. But if he goes too timid, then his base won't come out. Come on, let's keep it real. It's going to come down to how many old white people go out and vote for the guy who's been the most bigoted. Coin toss on who that is.